1. Count the blessings. A boy used to cry for new costly shoes. His father was a worker in a factory and he had a meager salary. He bought cheap shoes, but the boy was disappointed. He cried a lot and left the house. He sat near a bus stop. He wondered when he would get the expensive pair. Just then a beggar passed by on his crutches. The boy was shocked to find that the beggar had no legs. He got enlightened. At least he had legs. He thanked God for giving him legs and mother and father who were so caring. 2. The King. There was a king who had one eye and one leg. He asked all the painters to draw a beautiful portrait of him. But none of them could, because how could they paint him beautifully with the defects in one eye and one leg? Eventually one of them agreed and drew a classic picture of the king. It was a fantastic picture and surprised everyone. He painted the king aiming for a hunt, targeting with any eye closed and one leg bent. Moral: why can we all paint pictures like this for others, hiding their weaknesses and highlighting their strength? 3. Happiest bird in the world. A crow lived in the forest and was absolutely satisfied in life. But one day he saw a swan. "This swan is so white," he thought, "and I am so black. This swan must be the happiest bird in the world." He expressed his thoughts to the swan. Actually, the swan replied, "I was feeling that I was the happiest bird around until I saw a parrot, which has 2 colors. I now think the parrot is the happiest bird in creation." The crow then approached the parrot. The parrot explained, "I lived a very happy life until I saw a peacock. I have only 2 colors, but the peacock has multiple colors." The crow then visited a peacock in the zoo and saw that hundreds of people had gathered to see him. After the people had left, the crow approached the peacock. "Dear peacock," the crow said, "you are so beautiful. Every day thousands of people come to see you. When people see me, they immediately shoo me away. I think you are the happiest bird on the planet." The peacock replied, "I always thought that I was the most beautiful and happy bird on the planet. But because of my beauty, I am entrapped in this zoo. I have examined the zoo very carefully, and I have realized that the crow is the only bird not kept in a cage. So for past few days I have been thinking that if I were a crow, I could happily roam everywhere." Moral of the story: we always underestimate our virtue and overestimate others. 4. Other side of the world. A father was reading a magazine and his little daughter every now and then distracted him. To keep her busy, he tore one page on which was printed the map of the world. He tore it into pieces and asked her to go to her room and put them together to make the map again. He was sure she would take the whole day to get it done. But the little one came back within minutes with perfect map. When he asked how she could do it so quickly, she said, "Oh, Dad, there is a man's face on the other side of the paper. I made the face perfect to get the map right." She ran outside to play, leaving the father surprised. Moral of the story: there is always the other side to whatever you experience in this world. Whenever we come across a challenge or a puzzling situation, look at the other side. You will be surprised to see an easy way to tackle the problem. 5. How can we be happy? Once a group of 50 people was attending a seminar. Suddenly the speaker stopped and decided to do a group activity. He started giving each one a balloon. Each one was asked to write her name on it using a marker pen. Then all the balloons were collected and put in another room. Now these delegates were let in that room and asked to find the balloon which had their name written within 5 minutes. Everyone was frantically searching for their name, colliding with each other, pushing around others, and there was utter chaos. At the end of 5 minutes, no one could find their own balloon. Now each one was asked to randomly collect a balloon and give it to the person whose name was written on it. Within minutes, everyone had their own balloon. The speaker began, exactly this is happening in our lives. Everyone is frantically looking for happiness all around, not knowing where it is. Our happiness lies in the happiness of other people. Give them their happiness, you will get your own happiness. And this is the purpose of human life. 6. Be the change. A woman once came to Mahatma Gandhi and asked him to please tell her son to give up eating sugar. Gandhi ji asked the woman to bring the boy back in a week. Exactly 1 week later, the woman returned, and Gandhi said to the boy, "Please give up eating sugar." The woman thanked the Mahatma, and, as she turned to go, asked him why he had not said those words a week ago. Gandhi ji replied, "Because a week ago, I had not given up eating sugar." You must be the change you wish to see in the world. These are the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi.